Okay, so I'm on the page 1. Did the doctor tell you to exercise as part of your treatment? So I would expect, whether I click yes or no, it's going to take me to the next page. I think it's going to ask me what type of exercise I'm going to be doing, or what exercise I've done, maybe what instructions he gave me in regards to how long to exercise or what to do during my exercise. But now I'm on page 2. Did your doctor tell you to exercise as part of your treatment? Well, now it's asking for my doctor's information. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think that'd be necessary. Don't want to have that information, but it's asking for my doctor's full name, asking for my state, my city, and last time you saw him. So it's asking for details I wasn't expecting. I would, after this, since I clicked yes, I would click on keep going. But supposedly I click no and I go to the next page. So now, your doctor tell you to exercise as part of your treatment. So we really want to help you improve your pain, but some of the responses indicated that an in-person evaluation from a doctor is essential. So click no. To move to the next page, I would assume I have to click continue for now because that's what the button says. So that's the best thing to do. So I click on continue now. So now for this, I know I have an elbow injury, but I would still think I'd be able to bend my elbow without help. So I would click yes for this one to go on to the next page. Once on this next page, are you able to bend and straighten your fingers without help? I would also expect to click yes to get to the next page. It's probably after this going to ask me about my shoulders or my range of motion. Maybe ask me about what kind of pain I might have. So that's what I'm expecting next. Now it's asking me, do you have painful clicking or popping in the elbow with movement? So that's what I was expecting, some type of questions about pain. Again, I would click yes because I'm in pain, my elbow hurts. They might ask me for how long it's been going on, or if it's taking anything to help it. It's asking me if I had a fall in the past 6 months. So it's asking me how it happened. I would expect that too at some point. So I'd click yes, I guess, because that's how my elbow got hurt. So now it's going to take me to the next screen, which does one side feel weaker or have more pain than the other? Well, I hurt one side of my elbow, not both of my elbows. So I'll just say my left side hurts. So I click left to go to the next one. I'm still thinking at some point it asks me how long it's been in pain. And there we go. How long have you been in, or how long have you had pain? So I'd say like 3 weeks. And then maybe it'll ask me if I've ever injured my elbow before or in the past. I don't know. So now it's asking me if my doctor has told me anything about the pain. I would think this question would come up in the beginning instead of the end. But again, to go to the next one, I would probably click no and go to the next page, which actually I wouldn't because this is the final page. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring up the next PDF. All right, so I'm now on the next PDF, and looks very similar to the last one. Did your doctor tell you to exercise as part of your treatment? Yes. That's what I would slide to yes. It would take me to the next page. I would expect next they might ask me my doctor's information like the last one did, which it did. I put in my doctor's information. I would click on keep going to get to the next page. And now it's probably going to ask me details about the injuries, what I'm expecting. Okay, well, no, again, it's suggesting that I should really see the doctor to help improve the pain. Again, to get to the next slide, I'm going to click on continue for now. I guess it's probably not going to ask for details about the injury. So are you able to bend and straighten your elbow without help? I would slide to yes to get to the next page. Slide the scale here to the yes to get to the next page. And I would again expect more details of how my body's handling it. So can I straighten my fingers without help? I would slide this to yes to get to the next page. It's probably going to ask me for how long I've been injured at some point. Do I have any painful clicking or popping in the elbow movement? Yes, due to the next page. I'm still waiting, and I think that's going to ask me for how long I've been in pain. It's asked me if I had a fall, so it's asked me how it happened, basically. I would say yes, I had a fall, slide to yes, so it'll take me to the next page. Does one side feel weaker or have more pain than the other? I would slide to yes. And again, I'm expecting that's to ask for a detail for how long I've been in pain. I think that should come up sooner, but how long have you been in pain? So this is a selection drop down. I would click on the arrow and bring down my options. I'm sure I'd be able to click from a couple weeks to a month and click whichever one, and that would take me to the next page. And of course, yes, I'd go to select one of these options. Once I select one, I'll take me to the next page, and it'll probably ask me, if I have any plans to see a doctor or taking any medication. So, has your doctor told you why you have pain? Give a diagnosis. I would say no, because I haven't seen a doctor. That'd be the end of it. So, just to answer the final questions, which design do I like more? I like the first one more. I think buttons are easier. I don't like using the slide thing to go from yes to no. Specifically, what made me like the design again is the button design. I don't really like a sliding bar for yes to no. I like being able to advance by pressing a button. Also, once you give the answer and you put the answer in, you should be able to automatically get to the next page. So for the non-preferred design, I just didn't like the sliding bar. I don't think it's very helpful. For selecting the duration of how long you've had pain, you don't need a drop down. Just having a little pop button and just having on the page how long you've been in pain and clicking on that particular option is easiest. I don't really care about having a drop down. It's just more complicated. As for the non-preferred design, the only thing I don't like the sliding bar, but the sliding bar I guess is different. So that different is also intriguing, but I don't prefer it, and there really wasn't anything I would say I preferred about the design of the one not preferred. I found it much easier, I think, to do design one. I found design one easier to complete. And again, it made it easier just because of the button. Just click what your answer is and then continue. It just is easier to do. I think to improve it further, I think maybe we should organize the questions differently. I think finding out, how long you've had pain, what you've done to decrease the pain should come up first. Ask for having pain in multiple areas. If you hurt one elbow, you hurt one elbow. You can find out details later if there's multiple elbows involved or other parts of your body, or if it's more severe. And the more severe thing should come, the information for that should come later in the design, in the question asking. And as for easier, again, the only thing I can think of to make it easier and improve it for the easier design that I found, which is the first one still, the first one's easier, is the same thing. Organize the questions differently, and it's very specific to the problem. So first question would be about how much pain, how long you had the pain, what have you done about the pain, so forth. As for the one I like less, I don't really like the sliding bar. I still think it's easier just to have buttons to select. and to choose your option, and buttons to proceed if this is easier. And as for the one that's hard to complete, same thing suggestion-wise. I don't like a drop-down menu for choosing the length of time that you've had pain. I think it's easier just to have a full list of the different durations on the screen and click which one you think is the answer, or what is the answer, and that's just easier. As for final comments, I just think the question layout should be in different order. It's an okay kind of cartoony design, but you might be better off having a different type of cartoon presence. Like I don't really care about this guy laying down. It doesn't really mean much to me. You can have people standing up doing activities. That'd be more fun. The light blue isn't really that great of a color. I think you should probably go with a darker color blue. I think that'd be nicer and stand out more, especially a darker blue going with this green therapy. You can keep the simple light blue, but I think the whole thing being a darker blue would be a more standout color and look better. So I don't really like the color design, and I don't like the image of this guy laying down. I just don't think it really does much. I don't think it means much activity-wise, or I just don't think it stands for much. So that's about it. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.